Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be making 3 different kinds of salsas, and these are going to go great with any of your guys' favorite Mexican dish. And before I do get started on my video, I just want to remind you that this coming Monday, I'm going to be announcing the winner to my giveaway, so don't miss out on that. Alright guys, and let's just get right into making our salsas. Alright guys, and for the first salsa, it's going to be the green salsa, and these are the ingredients we're going to be needing. 2 tomatillos, and this is what they'll look like. They usually have their little skin here, and what I do is I just peel that off and then wash them. And then I have 3 jalapenos, 1 garlic, a small piece of onion, and then I have 2 bunches of cilantro and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Now this is how I like to make my salsa. This is kind of like in between a mild and spicy, but if you like it really spicy, you can always add more jalapenos, and if you don't like it as spicy, you can use less jalapenos. So the first thing I like to do is I like to put a little bit of the vegetable oil into my pan. I start roasting my 2 tomatillos, jalapenos, my piece of onion, and my garlic. And everything else is going to be really roasted but your garlic. You want to just make sure it has like a light roast to it. You don't want to burn the garlic. Go ahead and remove my onion and let the tomatillos and jalapenos roast some more. And I'm cooking these like at a medium-high heat. Now make sure you keep turning them so that they're roasted evenly all the way around. So this is how you want your jalapenos to look, is to have that roasted. And you can always roast it more if you like, but I like to leave mine just like this. And you'll know these are ready when they start turning like a little pale green. You can always go ahead and then just add the lid to your pan just so that it traps in the heat and they'll cook a little bit faster. Okay, so this one is done. Okay, so these both tomatillos are done. So now that I went ahead and added our roasted vegetables into the blender, I'm gonna go ahead and then add a little spring or a little pinch of cilantro and then our salt. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend it. Make sure that your guys' tomatillos are at the bottom of the blender because we're not adding water to this. We're just gonna use the juice from the tomatillos. So now that everything's blended, I just went ahead and added the extra little bunch of cilantro that we set aside. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and just pulse it a few times just so that it kind of chops up the cilantro, but you don't want it very blended. And that will do. And this is our green salsa. Okay, and for our next salsa, these are the ingredients. I'm using 2 of the tomatoes on the vine, and I like to use these for salsa just because they have a little more juice than the Roma tomatoes. A little sprig of cilantro, 1 garlic, a small piece of onion, a teaspoon and a half of salt, 2 of these chile de árbol, and 2 jalapenos. And same goes for the salsa. You can add more jalapenos or less jalapenos, and you can leave these out if you like, or if you can't find these in your store. But I do recommend you adding these chile de árbol to the salsa because it gives it a very good flavor. So I'm going to be using the same pan that I used for the other green salsa, and it has a little bit of the oil in there still, so I'm just going to go ahead and start roasting the 2 tomatoes, the jalapenos, the onion, garlic, and the 2 chile de árbol. Now you want to keep an eye on the garlic and the chile de árbol. You want to make sure that those don't burn. You just want a slight roast to these. Okay guys, and I'm going to come back and check on the chile de árbol. And you see how it's starting to turn like a darker color. This is the time where you want to remove it. Same with the garlic. It already has like little spots where it's lightly roasted, so we're going to go ahead and just remove those and put them into our blender. And this is what we're looking for. You see how that's nice and roasted? They don't have to be perfectly roasted, but you just want some of this roasted, because that's what gives your salsa flavor. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and remove the tomatoes and jalapenos. And once again, I'm going to go ahead and add my salt. Alright, now that everything's blended, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to this salsa. I'm going to go ahead and add the cilantro, and then we're going to pulse again. And that is it. And for our last salsa, these are the ingredients. 2 of the tomatoes on the vine, a piece of onion, 1 garlic, and then I'm using 6 of the chile de árbol, and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. So we're cooking this salsa just a little bit different. We're gonna go ahead and add everything without roasting into the blender. And then I'm going to use 1/4 cup of water. So the first step I did is I went ahead and added just a little bit of oil to our pan, about 1 teaspoon of oil. I'm gonna let that heat up just a little bit. Next, we're gonna add the salsa into our small saucepan. Continue stirring the salsa until it comes to a light boil. So now that you see that it's coming to a light boil, we're just gonna continue stirring. And then you're gonna let it come to a rapid boil. What you want is that you wanna see all those little white foam bubbles. You want all those to disappear. And the reason why we're boiling this salsa is because we didn't roast any of the vegetables. So now that you guys see that all those little foam bubbles are disappeared, it's time to turn off and remove from the heat. And this salsa, as it cools down, it'll start to thicken up as well, so it won't be this watery. Alright guys, so this salsa, this is a traditional salsa, and this salsa is good for pretty much any Mexican dish that you just want to give a good spice to. Now the green salsa is really good for tacos de asada. Now this red salsa I like to use for soups or for my chicken dobladas that I make. I hope you guys are able to give these salsas a try. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new. Comment down below if you have any questions. Hit that little bell button so you guys get notified every time I make a new video. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.